Good morning, Findlay Dreamers.
Good morning,
Mrs.
Mrs. Adams.
Good morning, Findlay Scholars.
Good morning,
Morning,
Mr. Miller.
Oh, and how I've missed you. Good morning, Findlay family.
Good morning, Mr. Kirby. We are so glad you are well enough to be back at Findlay because we've missed you and the students have asked a lot about you. Today's Wednesday, so that means we will have a word of the day. And sometimes I forget to remind you about that. So what word is on our mind? What's our priority today to be thinking about first? And what I'm thinking about first are all of the students who are learning today, maybe from a different teacher than they're used to, or maybe in the cafeteria doing something differently. But our priority always is to do what is best for our students and what is most helpful for the teachers so they can do the best for you also. Yesterday, I was able to sneak into the gym and watch how the musical is going, and I see so many students working together. You have to work together when you're in a play because it's very unusual for a play just to be one person. And since our Willy Wonka show has so many 4th and 5th graders in it, they all have to be listening to each other, looking at each other, remembering what they're supposed to do, and give priority to that rather than maybe what they're thinking about for themselves. So I'm really proud of the students who are building the sets and are in drama club, how much leadership I have seen from them. Mr. Miller, it looks like you are in a great spot right now.
Oh, yes. It's a priority for me to be in classrooms doing the morning meeting every day because we want to make sure we hear more voices, not less. And then we could get what they need most of all. Well, my priority today is to talk about just this. Just do it. I mean, that's what the students are trying to tell me even before I came on camera. That's what they're describing about in terms of leadership, because I brought up the topic of leadership because I'm gonna have cool kids coming out to go to classes today. But they have leadership in their own way in this first grade Mrs. McDermott's class, and they're giving me examples already about that. And that's why it came up with just do it, and I could add right, do it right. So, okay, who is gonna, okay, Anna, use your biggest voice to tell us what is the leadership quality that means just do it right, just do it.
That you listen to the teacher and be quiet when it's time and just do what it's time to do and don't talk while the teacher's talking.
See, she's just doing it, but she's a model, see? She doesn't have to do anything else but model the behavior. And that tells us that she has leadership. Go ahead.
Well, you should, I'm doing my mouth right. You should be doing that. You should be listening to the teacher. You should not interrupt when teachers are talking. And you should sit on the rug when the teacher asks you to.
Wow, do you see how articulate, just the way she said it, you could understand every single word out of your mouth. I love that, was just right. Okay, what up here, Olivia? Hey, what do you think about just do it right?
When someone's not doing the right thing, I don't tell them to do it. I just do it.
Do you see that? She just does it. That's what I love about this class. It shows every day. And now my other priority in the class is get this shout out going on right now. So Emma, come up by Mr. Miller and use your loudest level 2 voice possible. Okay, go ahead. Say your shout out.
I have a shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
So she has a shout out for Olivia being nice, and that's another thing. You just do it. Show kindness as a model for others to see and hear. Thank you so much, Emma.
Yeah, thank you for such great observations because it sounds like, you know, when you're a student, and if I think back to when I was in first grade in Mrs. Barton's class, There are so many things that you've got to do as a student. But it sounds like these first graders know how to prioritize out of that list of things to do. And it sounds like their number one priority is focus, whether it's focusing on their body and where they're looking and what they're listening and doing with their mouths, or just following what Ms. McDermott has to say in her directions, because she's guiding the learning. Of course, everyone's responsible for their own, but your teachers are there to guide you and help you prioritize and make that list of what's important. Because I'll tell you, when I have a lot of things to do, which I feel like I have a lot of things to do, I always kind of think of Mr. Miller and Mrs. Adams, because each day they get together and prioritize what are the needs at Findlay, what are the needs of the students, what are the needs of the teachers, how is this going to work so that everyone's getting what they need. And that is a great example. So I always try to channel my inner Mr. Miller, my inner Mrs. Adams, and go, you can do this. You can just do it if you prioritize. Man, what a great skill, because you're going to have to prioritize a lot when you find yourself in college. That's right. So let's have a college cheer. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does fifth grade graduate?
20, 33.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does fourth grade graduate?
34.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does third grade graduate?
35.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does second grade graduate?
36.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does first grade graduate?
37.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does kindergarten graduate?
38.
Findlay Dreamers, dream big. We believe.
We believe.
Whole hearts.
Whole hearts.
Better together.
Better together.
The word of the day, priority. Prioritize what's most important. See you later.